Hey guys and gals, this is Tyler, aka True Tactics 2 here with the third and final episode of the Rangers Trilogy. Now, last time I finished up with the Rangers being deactivated again during the Korean War. During Vietnam, the lineage of the Rangers was inherited by the long-range reconnaissance patrols. 13 companies were assigned to brigades, divisions, and field units to act as the eyes and ears against the Viet Cong and NVA within their own territory. These units would work in small groups and rely on stealth to evade enemy observation. LRRP teams would also attack the enemy using hit and run style raids and ambushes. Then, in June of 1969, the LRRP was redesignated as the 75th Infantry Ranger Regiment. This unit would continue to serve in Vietnam. Training was a combat mission for volunteers. Those who volunteered were assigned, not accepted, into the various ranger companies. To gain acceptance, the volunteers had to pass the acid test of combat. Once they gained pure acceptance, they were allowed to wear the black beret. They were usually inserted by helicopter. However, they also could be inserted by vehicle, airboat, and foot. General missions consisted of locating enemy bases and lines of communications. Special missions included wiretap, prisoner snatch, raid missions, and bomb damage assessment. This unit would serve as the role model for the first U.S. Army Ranger units formed during peacetime in the history of the U.S. Army. The outbreak of war in the Middle East in 1973 prompted the Department of the Army to start recognizing the need for a light mobile infantry force that could quickly be moved to any hotspot in the world. Then, in the fall of 1973, Army Chief of Staff General Creighton Abrams discussed the idea of the formation of the first battalion-sized Ranger units since World War II. Then, on January of 1974, he sent out a message directing the creation of a Ranger battalion. Abrams selected its missions as well as its first officers. This was followed by selection of personnel, followed by the training and activation of the 1st Battalion of the 75th Ranger Infantry Regiment. The 2nd Battalion was activated on October of 1974. The modern Ranger Battalions first saw action in 1980, as parts of the 1st Battalion were chosen to participate in the failed Desert One mission. The Rangers next saw action during Operation Urgent Fury in Grenada in 1983. The mission of the Rangers was to protect American citizens and restore democracy to the island. To accomplish this, the 1st and 2nd Battalions conducted a daring, low-level parachute assault. They then seized the airfield at Point Salinas, rescued American citizens at the True Blue Medical Campus, and conducted air assault missions to eliminate pockets of resistance. As a result of the effectiveness that was demonstrated, it was announced that the active duty Ranger Force would be increased to its highest level in 40 years by the formation of another Ranger Battalion, as well as a Ranger Regimental Headquarters. Not since World War II, in Colonel Darby's Ranger Unit, had the U.S. Army had such a large Ranger Force, with over 2,000 soldiers assigned to Ranger units. The entire 75th Ranger Regiment would then participate in Operation Just Cause in 1989. Rangers spearheaded this operation by conducting two important operations. The 1st Battalion, along with a company from the 3rd Battalion, conducted an early morning parachute assault onto Omar Torrijos International Airport and Tocumen Military Airfield. Their mission was to neutralize the Panamanian Defense Force's 2nd Rifle Company, and was also to secure the airfields. The 2nd and 3rd Battalions, along with a regimental command and control team, carried out a parachute assault onto the airfield at Rio Hato. Their mission was to neutralize the PDF's 6th and 7th Rifle Companies, as well as to seize General Noriega's beach house. Following the successful completion of these two assaults, the Rangers conducted more operations in support of Joint Task Force South. During Operation Just Cause, the Rangers captured 1,014 enemy POWs and over 18,000 weapons. The Rangers sustained only 5 men killed and 42 injured. Next, during Operation Desert Storm, the 1st Battalion was deployed to Saudi Arabia to support Operation Desert Storm. The unit provided a quick reaction force and also conducted several raids. The next major deployment was to Somalia in 1993 as part of Operation Restore Hope. The Rangers deployed were Company B of 3rd Battalion. Then, on October of 1993, the Rangers conducted Operation Gothic Serpent in support of Delta Force operators to capture lieutenants of the Somali warlord Mohammed Farah Aidid. This mission would soon take a turn for the worse and became known as Black Hawk Down. For almost 18 hours, the Rangers fought Somali guerrillas until they were able to exfiltrate from the area. Rangers were also deployed to Haiti in 1994. However, the operation was cancelled within 5 minutes of its start when negotiators were able to convince General Cedras to relinquish power. Elements of the Rangers then operated in the country while order was restored. The Rangers' next major involvement would occur in 2001 in support of operations in Afghanistan. They spearheaded ground forces by conducting an air assault in Afghanistan. They also saw combat in Iraq in 2003, where they conducted the first airborne assault into Iraq. In 2006, the Regimental Special Troops Battalion was created. This was done due to the changing nature of warfare, as well as due to the need for an agile ranger force. The RSTB conducts intelligence, reconnaissance, and maintenance missions. Such missions were previously accomplished by small detachments assigned to regimental headquarters and then attached within 3 battalions. Well, that brings an end to the Rangers Trilogy. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, this has been True Tactics 2, signing off.